The unspoken realities of aging reveal profound insights into the delicate dynamics of family relationships, particularly between parents and their children. As parents, our lives are deeply enmeshed with our children's well-being and growth. From the moment they enter the world, we dedicate ourselves to nurturing their potential, pouring love, effort, and sacrifice into shaping their futures. Our happiness and sense of accomplishment often become closely tied to their successes and joys. This sacred bond, woven with devotion and countless shared memories, is both beautiful and unbreakable. Yet, as we transition into the later stages of life, it becomes increasingly evident that some truths are best left unsaid. While the instinct to share our experiences, burdens, and regrets with those we hold dear is natural, doing so indiscriminately can unintentionally burden our children. Sharing every worry or grievance may shift an emotional weight onto their shoulders, a weight they may not be prepared or equipped to bear. This highlights the importance of striking a balance between open communication and thoughtful restraint, especially as we age. The art of silence, when used wisely, fosters healthier relationships, allowing our children to navigate their own lives unencumbered by our unresolved emotions or unspoken expectations. In this exploration, we delve into 4 crucial truths that aging parents should avoid sharing with their children. Alongside these, we provide insights into managing the complexities of family connections in later life. By choosing our words with care and understanding the power of silence, we can strengthen familial bonds, nurture understanding, and ensure our golden years are filled with peace, contentment, and mutual respect. 1. Avoid blaming your parents for your circumstances. As we grow older, one of the most detrimental habits we can develop is blaming our parents for the challenges or shortcomings in our lives. It's all too tempting to revisit the decisions they made or didn't make and attribute our struggles to their perceived inadequacies. Thoughts like, "If only my father had worked harder, I might have had a better start in life," or "If my mother had been more ambitious, I could have attended a prestigious school or had greater opportunities," may surface in moments of reflection. While such feelings are natural, they are neither constructive nor liberating. Blaming our parents for our circumstances can diminish our sense of personal agency and self-worth. Worse, when we voice these grievances to our children, we risk perpetuating a cycle of resentment across generations. By demonstrating that it's acceptable to harbor blame toward one's parents, we inadvertently give our children permission to critique and question our own choices. This cycle of dissatisfaction serves no one, leaving us stuck in the past and preventing us from embracing our present. It's vital to acknowledge that every generation navigates its own unique set of challenges. Our parents, like us, made decisions based on the resources, knowledge, and opportunities available to them at the time. Blaming them for hardships diminishes our ability to take responsibility for our own lives and prevents us from appreciating the lessons they've imparted. By accepting their imperfections, just as we hope others will accept ours, we can let go of resentment and model the value of forgiveness and accountability for our children. When we approach our parents with compassion and understanding, we teach our children to do the same. No parent provides a perfect upbringing, as life is inherently unpredictable and filled with challenges. By demonstrating love and respect for our parents despite their flaws, we encourage our children to develop a balanced, empathetic perspective on their own relationships. In embracing forgiveness and acceptance, we free ourselves to find peace with our past, while helping our children cultivate gratitude and resilience in their own lives. 2. Never speak ill of your spouse. Marriage is a journey, a dynamic partnership defined by moments of joy, challenge, compromise, and shared growth. Over decades together, it's natural to experience occasional frustrations, misunderstandings, or even disappointments. However, as valid as these feelings may be, It is crucial to understand the potential harm in expressing them to your children, especially later in life. A common pitfall among aging parents is speaking negatively about their spouse in front of their children. Statements like, "I wasted my best years with your father," or, "If only I had married someone else, my life could have been better," may seem like a way to vent personal frustrations, but they can have profound emotional consequences for your children. Regardless of their age, children, whether young or grown, can feel unsettled and torn by such remarks. When parents criticize one another, children may begin to question the stability and authenticity of their family foundation. They may feel pressured to take sides, even when no explicit demand is made, creating an emotional tug-of-war that strains their relationships with both parents. Over time, this tension can lead to lingering discomfort, unresolved resentment, and a fractured family dynamic. It's important to remember that your spouse is not only your partner, but also your children's other parent. By choosing to speak positively or neutrally about your spouse, even during moments of frustration, you model respect, empathy, and maturity for your children. Instead of focusing on grievances, emphasize the positive qualities or shared experiences that have defined your life together. For instance, you could say, "Your father wasn't always the most ambitious, but he loved you deeply and worked tirelessly to support our family." Or, "Your mother may have had her flaws, but her devotion to the family was unwavering." Such balanced reflections not only highlight the complexities of relationships, but also reinforce the love and effort that shaped your family. By presenting a nuanced perspective, you teach your children invaluable lessons about love, patience, and forgiveness. They come to understand that no relationship is perfect, and that enduring partnerships require compromise, empathy, and resilience. In doing so, you foster a healthier and more realistic understanding of relationships for your children, one that will guide them in navigating their own partnerships with grace and understanding. 3. Do not compare your children to each other. Sibling rivalry is a natural part of growing up, but it can be significantly worsened by parental comparisons. As parents, it's often tempting to evaluate one child against another, especially when one appears more successful, responsible, or accomplished. Thoughts like, "At least my daughter is doing well, my son is always struggling," or "If only my younger child were more like their older sibling," may arise, but voicing these sentiments can be deeply harmful to your children's self-esteem and the bond they share with one another. When parents compare their children, they unintentionally create an atmosphere of competition and resentment. The child receiving praise may feel pressured to uphold an idealized image, while the child facing criticism may internalize feelings of inadequacy or unworthiness. Over time, these dynamics can lead to lasting emotional wounds that strain sibling relationships and damage family harmony. Children who feel unfairly compared may distance themselves from their siblings, eroding the close bonds that should provide a source of comfort and support throughout their lives. The once cherished connection between brothers and sisters can become irreparably damaged, leaving a legacy of tension rather than unity. It's crucial to remember that each child is a unique individual with their own strengths, challenges, and personal journey. No two children will follow the same path, and that diversity should be celebrated, not compared. As parents, your role is to nurture their individuality and provide unwavering support for their personal growth. Instead of highlighting what one child has that another lacks, focus on acknowledging and encouraging each child's unique qualities and achievements. For instance, you might say, "I'm so proud of how determined you've been in pursuing your goals," or "Your creativity and the way you solve problems inspire me." Genuine praise like this fosters self-confidence and resilience, empowering your children to face life's challenges with a sense of self-worth. By avoiding comparisons, you cultivate an atmosphere of love, acceptance, and mutual respect within your family. Siblings who feel valued for who they are, rather than how they measure up to each other, are more likely to maintain close, supportive relationships as they grow older. This enduring sense of unity and respect will serve them well throughout their lives, providing a strong foundation for navigating adulthood and the inevitable challenges it brings. Don't dwell on the negative aspects of life. As we age, it's natural to encounter challenges. Our bodies may not function as they once did. Health concerns may arise, financial stability may be tested, and the loss of loved ones can weigh heavily on our hearts. These struggles are an inevitable part of the aging process, but continually fixating on them can foster a pessimistic outlook that affects not only our well-being, but also the perspective of those around us, particularly our children. When we repeatedly voice frustrations and complaints about the difficulties of aging, we risk creating a sense of dread in our children. They may begin to view old age as something to fear rather than a natural stage of life that, despite its challenges, can be rich with joy, purpose, and fulfillment. This negative focus also prevents us from recognizing and cherishing the blessings that still exist, even in the later stages of life. Life at any age is a tapestry woven with both good and bad experiences. Even in old age, there are countless moments of beauty and joy to embrace. Watching grandchildren grow, nurturing new hobbies, deepening relationships, and reflecting on a life filled with meaningful experiences. By choosing to focus on these positives, we cultivate an environment of gratitude and contentment that not only enhances our own lives, but also uplifts those around us. This doesn't mean ignoring the challenges that come with aging or pretending that everything is perfect. Acknowledging difficulties is important, but it's equally vital to find and celebrate the silver linings. For instance, instead of lamenting physical limitations, we can express gratitude for the wisdom and insights gained through years of experience. Rather than mourning the loss of youth, we can appreciate the peace, perspective, and serenity that come with maturity. By maintaining a positive outlook, we set an invaluable example for our children, showing them that happiness and fulfillment are attainable at any age. We teach them that life's value isn't determined solely by its challenges, but by how we choose to respond to them. This mindset of resilience, optimism, and gratitude will serve them well as they navigate their own lives, preparing them to face life's inevitable ups and downs with grace and courage. Embracing the beauty of life, even amid adversity, allows us to create a lasting legacy of hope and positivity, one that inspires our children to approach their own journeys with the same strength and joy. Do not depend financially on your children. As we age, it's common for our financial situations to shift, prompting concerns about how to sustain ourselves in the later stages of life. While it's natural to accept help from our children when genuinely needed, one of the greatest gifts we can give them is the freedom to live their lives without the weight of financial responsibility for their parents. Excessive financial dependence can strain the parent-child relationship, leading to feelings of guilt, obligation, or even resentment. Children who feel compelled to support their parents financially may struggle to balance these demands with their own responsibilities, such as providing for their families or pursuing their personal goals. This strain can erode the natural dynamics of love and respect within the family, creating tension that impacts everyone involved. For parents, relying too heavily on children for financial support can result in a diminished sense of independence and self-worth. This loss of autonomy may lead to feelings of helplessness or inadequacy, which can further complicate relationships and personal well-being. To prevent these challenges, it's essential to plan ahead and take proactive steps to secure your financial independence. This may include saving diligently for retirement, investing in long-term care insurance, or seeking advice from a financial planner to prepare for potential expenses. By doing so, you not only maintain your dignity but also preserve the balance and respect that are key to a healthy parent-child relationship. That said, There may be times when financial assistance is genuinely needed, and it's perfectly acceptable to ask for help. The key is to approach these situations with transparency, honesty, and respect for your children's own financial circumstances and boundaries. Open discussions about your needs and expectations can ensure that any support is offered out of love and care rather than obligation or guilt. By prioritizing financial independence and fostering open communication, you empower your children to support you in ways that strengthen rather than strain your bond. This approach allows you to maintain a sense of dignity and self-reliance while ensuring that your children can focus on building their own futures without unnecessary burdens. In doing so, you create an environment of mutual respect, love, and understanding that benefits the entire family. As we age, health inevitably becomes a central focus, with frequent doctor visits, medical procedures, and new concerns arising. While it is essential to share critical health information with your children, especially when their involvement in your care or decision-making is required, it's equally important to find a balance between transparency and discretion. Constantly discussing every ache, ailment, or fear can overwhelm your children emotionally and leave them feeling helpless. Out of love and concern, they may internalize your worries, which can strain their own mental and emotional well-being. This can be particularly distressing when there is little they can do to improve the situation, leaving them anxious and burdened by feelings of inadequacy. Additionally, continually focusing on health issues risks redefining your relationship, shifting its foundation from one of love and connection to one centered around caregiving and worry. While your health is important, it shouldn't dominate every interaction or overshadow the joy and closeness that should define your bond with your children. Significant health updates should always be shared, especially when they impact major decisions or require support from your family. However, for minor concerns or routine discomforts, consider whether it's necessary to voice every detail. Instead, focus on reassuring your children that you are taking proactive steps to manage your health and maintain a positive outlook. By balancing honesty with discretion, you protect your children from unnecessary stress while allowing them to cherish the time spent with you. At the same time, you preserve your sense of independence and demonstrate resilience in the face of life's challenges. Showing your children that you can approach aging with grace and strength not only eases their worries, but also serves as an inspiring example for how to navigate their own lives with courage and composure. This thoughtful approach strengthens your relationship, ensuring that health challenges do not overshadow the warmth, love, and meaningful connection that make family bonds so deeply rewarding. Always encourage their independence. One of the most meaningful gifts you can offer your children as they grow older is the freedom to live their lives without the weight of guilt or obligation. While the desire to remain close to your children is natural, especially as you age and face potential challenges such as loneliness or health issues, it's vital to respect their independence and encourage them to pursue their own paths. Your children have their own lives, families, and responsibilities, and honoring this truth demonstrates trust and unconditional love. Supporting their autonomy sends the message that you believe in their ability to navigate life's challenges and make decisions that are best for them, even if those choices lead to less frequent visits or involvement in your day-to-day life. Encouraging independence doesn't mean distancing yourself or avoiding asking for help when truly necessary. Instead, it's about finding a balance between fostering a close, supportive relationship and giving them the space to flourish. By resisting the urge to place your own needs or expectations above their well-being, you allow your children to grow and thrive without feeling burdened by undue responsibilities. Respecting their independence also strengthens your relationship. It allows interactions to be based on mutual respect, love, and genuine connection rather than a sense of duty. For example, instead of expressing disappointment when they can't visit or help as often as you'd like, celebrate the moments you do share together. Let them know that their happiness and growth bring you pride and fulfillment. This approach doesn't just benefit your children, it enriches your own life as well. By embracing their independence, you demonstrate a profound understanding of the evolving dynamics of parent-child relationships and create an atmosphere of love and respect. Over time, this nurtures a bond that remains strong, even as your roles and circumstances change. Ultimately, encouraging your children's independence is a testament to your love, wisdom, and faith in their ability to lead fulfilling lives. It's a gift that ensures they feel supported, valued, and empowered, while still cherishing their connection to you. Conclusion: the wisdom in silence. In the later stages of life, the words we choose not to say often hold more significance than those we voice. Silence can be a profound tool, a means to preserve relationships, nurture positivity, and shield our loved ones from unnecessary pain. While it's natural to want to share our burdens and thoughts with our children, wisdom lies in recognizing that some truths are better left unsaid. By refraining from sharing certain grievances, criticisms, or negative reflections, we empower our children to approach life with optimism, self-respect, and a focus on their own futures. As we age, we have the unique opportunity to lead by example, demonstrating that grace, wisdom, and understanding come not from dwelling on past regrets, but from cultivating inner strength and resilience. Through mindful silence, we guide the next generation toward a life enriched with compassion, free from the weight of our unspoken resentments. This choice allows our children the space to grow, learn, and face life's challenges with courage and confidence. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like the video and share it with friends or loved ones who might benefit from this advice. Your support helps bring this valuable information to more people, encouraging healthier and happier lives. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so now. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss insightful content like this. See you in the next video.